These Hot Idiots is a podcast featuring our hosts, two full-grown adult men. Together, they watch teen drama and young adult-oriented television shows one episode at a time. These Hot Idiots is a comedy podcast and isn't meant to be taken as real criticism. This podcast uses adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
If I want my son to know one thing, it's that he's a fucking pussy. Father of the Year candidate for 1864, of course. Yes. Hey, we're back.
1864, you said? Yes, hello.
Me with temporary headset here.
Yes.
We forgot to record last week.
Yeah, we just straight up forgot.
He forgot, and then by the time I realized we forgot, he was back at work, so we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So we just found a day where we could, and now we're back.
We're back with another Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries. It don't stop. Doesn't stop.
Don't stop.
It doesn't stop.
We're at season 1, episode 20, Blood Brothers.
Blood Brothers. Brothers made of blood. I didn't realize. Hold on, I didn't have my noise gate turned on. There we go.
Oh shit! All
No,
right.
it's
Well, that's not probably.
I had to redo all my settings. It's no big deal.
Hopefully that didn't just fuck up the recording.
No, I think we're good. I had to buy a headset and it sucked, so I had to buy another headset.
Yeah, and the next headset's coming over. I'm really now just weirdly nervous about the recording.
Stefan is in the Vervain room. And he feels so bad and sad that he has a flashback. I don't think it's actually the Vervain room. I think it's the basement.
It's just the dungeon basement. It's not the Vervain room. I don't think... Maybe they don't even have the Vervain room anymore. I can't tell.
The townsfolk are hauling Catherine off to go die. And the Salvatores are like peeking over a corner. And they're just like, ah, shit, this isn't good.
They're being led by a vampire hunter. It's Jonathan Gilbert. But I looked at this actor as like he looks like Charlie Day.
He does a little bit. Hey, we're
like,
gonna
it's not just the beard. What's that?
I don't know. It's just I'm trying to think of like something Charlie Day would say.
God dang vampires!
These god dang vampires.
I can't do a Charlie Day impression to save my life.
Stefan acts as a distraction and says, "Hey, I saw some vampires over here." And some people go to, like, come after him. Damon clocks the fucking carriage driver and tries to get Catherine out. Because she has, like, a jaw thing on her face and she's being hauled off to
Yeah, they have the little, like, fucking ball gag thing, I guess. Or
yeah, they got a little ball gag or some shit on her face. And then, like, Damon accidentally startles a horse. And then he just gets fucking shot.
Well, I think they hear a horse arriving while they're trying to untie Catherine's, like...
Her ties. Her bindings.
Yeah, her bindings.
Damon gets shot, and then Stefan's like, oh shit, Damon. And then he gets shot too, and it keeps cutting back to the guy shooting him.
Stefan, the horse is here.
Stefan, the horse is here. We kind of cut back between past and present because it's kind of implied that Stefan's hallucinating a little bit.
Or he's burying himself in his memories, and there's just like big incoming message from the big Damon head, where it's just like it's just the lighting makes it look like in these shots where it's like Damon and Elena are trying to talk to Stefan while he's in the
I'm here.
dungeon. Yeah,
brother.
But it's like it makes their heads look like they're just floating.
Big old floating head Damon trying to rouse Stefan. Elena and... So Catherine gets captured in the flashback and Stefan bleeds out. And then Elena and Damon talk about how much the situation sucks and how Elena feels bad about everything that's happening to Stefan.
And Damon he doesn't give a shit.
Damon doesn't give a shit. Stefan's like looking at his hand. And he wakes up in the past and he's fully healed and he's got a daylight ring on. And Bonnie's ancestor, Emily, I think, is just like...
Yes, Emily Bennett.
Catherine had me make those for you. Damon's here too. He's He's sitting on the edge of the lake without a shirt on.
Looking very sad. It reminds us of the meme of like the "Why is everyone so mean to me" meme.
Yeah, except he
Where the
doesn't
guy
have
is showering and he's got this just huge ass.
Yes, he's just
we
sitting
don't
there.
Even, he's sitting. But
He's sitting, but I just he looks so pathetic in this like faraway shot.
Looking real sad.
Damon and Stefan were both turned, but Damon made the choice to turn and Stefan didn't. So Stefan goes to talk to Damon, and Damon talks about how they burned the church down and Catherine was inside of it and she's dead. And he's trying to be upset, but it seems more petty than upset.
I don't know if
Like,
Ian Somerhalder can pull off what they're going for here.
You think he'd be legitimately upset, but no, he's just kind of like snippy about it. Like weirdly snippy.
Killed her.
They killed her. Damon and Elena talk about the Gilbert thingy that Pearl gave them. It's a thingy. I don't know what it does.
And the compass, pocket watch, whatever. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
I'm truly lost at what the hell this thing is.
It's indicating that this is a thing that Pearl gave me, and John Gilbert wants it, and I don't know why. So Anna and Jeremy are walking to school, and then she's like, "I'm going to the same school as you." And he's like, "How'd you swing at that?" And then Anna replies, "I beat my mom down."
She says she eventually beat her mom down, and we're just turning this into like fucking got Pearl onto the ground.
Anna with MMA gloves, just like raining down punches,
raining elbows.
And then I was like, does she have a daylight ring? Because she's just out in broad daylight.
Yeah, that's the weird part. She's out there in the sun, like she should be really messed up.
Yeah, because they hug, but it's like bright out. Damon has just this gross water bottle with the label pulled off, filled with like old shitty blood.
Old shitty blood.
He's got old shitty animal blood and just like, "Hey, Stefan, I got you your drink. It's the Bambi Reserve. Here you go." And Stefan's like,
Want some blood?
I don't want it.
Want some blood?
It's just a little fucking water bottle.
It's the stupidest way to fucking visualize, like to fucking show like him getting Stefan some blood. It's a fucking Poland Spring bottle or something.
So he just throws the water bottle into the room and walks off. He's like, "Fine, here you go."
Fine, be a big baby. Here's your blood, baby.
As Damon heads back to the living room, he gets a phone call, and on the other end is Alaric Saltzman.
He calls himself this, and we got very upset.
Hello, it's Alaric Saltzman.
We're just like, you can't do that. That's not allowed.
That's
not
our
allowed
bit.
to use...
We have to
That's
use
our
your
bit.
we use your full name because it's ridiculous.
Because it's so stupid that you're called by your full name.
Is there another Alaric in town that Damon may have mistaken you for? No, he didn't. I don't think he even knows a guy named Rick.
No, it would just be, hey, it's Rick.
Hey, it's Rick, or hey, it's Alaric, or hey, it's Mr. Saltzman, or something like that.
Something.
So he is geo-tracked the house that John Gilbert like called from or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, they geo-tracked down like some place where Isabel might be, I think is the thing. And like Damon wants the address to just go there himself, but Alaric Saltzman's like, "Nah, I'm not letting you do this on your own.
We're going together."
Damon's
and then
like, "No, I'm not. You tried to kill me."
Elena calls him, and he kind of switches back and forth between the calls and mentions that Stefan's being broody and annoying. So he's just gonna go with Alaric for now.
Yeah, well, because Alaric points out, "Like, you actually killed me." And Damon's kind of shrugs like,
Fair.
Got me there.
Ah, fuck, you're right. So, Elena calls Stefan. Or Elena calls Damon, and she's like, hey, I wanted to visit Stefan. What kind of animal blood does he like? And just Damon takes the shit and goes, oh, he loves dead puppies. He loves puppy blood.
Puppies, that's what he likes.
Yeah, once she hangs up on him, she closes the door, and we get a John Gilbert jump scare.
John Gilbert jump scare. We were not ready for this.
And he's like, do you know that you're dating a vampire? Like, does your mother know that you're dating a vampire? And
what did your mom say about you dating a vampire? And she's like, which one?
Which mom, huh? And he's like, I didn't think about that.
I honestly feel like I didn't know that Elena knew that John Gilbert knows that vampires are a thing.
I guess. Well, he called her out on it, but I don't think he's ever talked to her about it.
Yeah, so that kind of threw me off a little bit.
We get another flashback of them talking about being vampires in the past. And Elena goes to Stefan's like basement, and she's just like, drink your shitty blood bottle, Stefan.
Stefan, what's wrong? You haven't touched your shitty water bottle full of blood.
You didn't touch your nasty blood bottle. Come on, man. What's wrong? And Stefan's like, I want to die. You know, I've made the wrong choice. I've hurt too many people. I want to die.
I want to die. Let me die.
Let me die. Elena and Damon are ruminating about the blood as she heads back to the living room. And Damon mentions that Alaric Saltzman called and he's going to go help him out. Bye. Elena's like, I'll be here. And he's like, I don't want you here because you're going to die. And she's just like, whatever. So she stays there with Stefan. And then we go back to the Spoons Grill, and the fucking pool tables are red. Why are they red?
This will never end.
You've never established there's another place to play pool.
It's only the Spoons Grill. This is gonna be the long battle with this series. Is what color are these fucking pool table felts? When are we gonna get away from this?
Why did they change them again? Was it not accessible?
For like several episodes.
It was green for half a fucking season.
Now it's red again.
Am I the only one who gives a fuck about the pool table?
This is his villain origin story. These fucking pool tables, man. These fucking pool tables.
So John has gotten Pearl to talk to him at the Spoons Grill about the device that like she has. And she's like, how are you expecting, like, to get them from me? And he's like, I got the Gilbert charm. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I don't think there's any charm from a Gilbert that I've seen so far.
Of the Gilbert men we've seen, there's Jonathan Gilbert, who I fucking barely remember much of, besides the fact that he helped Giuseppe Salvatore kill the other vampires. And he didn't exhibit much charm. There's you.
Who is a hater.
You're a hater. And then there's Jeremy Gilbert.
Who does not have... He rolled an 8 in charisma.
He rolled an 8 in charisma. He's been getting by on really lucky, like, high rolls.
He's getting by on high rolls, but that shit's an 8. He's got
shit is an 8.
He's got a -1.
Like... It's impressive that he has managed to woo like Anna at all.
I don't know how he swung for that, but he did.
He's managed it somehow. I guess he has some sort of
Anna and Jeremy are hanging out together, and he wants to collect more Gilbert journals so he can learn more about like vampires and stuff. And she's like, "Are you okay with us being together like this? Because John Gilbert hates both of us. It wants us to die."
He's a hater.
And Jeremy's like, it's fine. I don't think he'll like get too mad about this. And it's like, John Gilbert's a hater.
Actual quote from the show. John Gilbert's a hater.
And then they start kissing. And then he's like, oh, shit, I don't want Jenna coming in. And, like, Anna uses her super hearing to figure out that Jenna's at the fridge. And I'm just like, did you not lock your door?
Close and lock the door.
Close
Jeremy.
your fucking door. What's
You're
wrong?
a teenage boy. You have every reason to want your privacy, even if there wasn't a girl in the room with you.
Yeah, so they make out, and, like, the music plays. And then Jeremy and then Damon and fucking Alaric Saltzman are at this house that he has geo-located or some shit.
Yeah.
And then they start talking about, like, okay, so what houses can't you go in? And he's like, oh, buildings that are owned, buildings that are, like, it was, like, buildings that are owned, like, certain private properties.
Yeah, so, like, rentals and hotels are a gray area.
Rentals and hotels are a gray area, and you kind of have to, it's like a per-case basis. And I'm like...
Oh, yeah, so it's by the owner or person of entitlement. Short-term rentals and hotels are a bit of a gray area. You kind of got to play it by ear.
Is Logan Fell just fucking stupid?
I don't know. What happened with Logan Fell? You'd think he'd have...
You think if he owned that house, he could invite himself in. Because he's the fucking homeowner.
You think?
Is he just stupid?
He might be just stupid. Or it's being owned by somebody else, like he's got a landlord, but he could just call
the landlord and go, hey, I accidentally locked myself out of the house and I don't have my house keys. Can you please come over and, like,
let me in,
or, like, get a locksmith or something?
Think, God,
act like no one's ever locked themselves out of their own house before. I have.
I have too. Absolutely embarrassing time.
Yeah, but I feel like you could call someone and go, hey, I locked myself out. Can you let me back in?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't, but I should have, honestly. I didn't know how close my folks were.
Alaric gets jumped by a vampire as Damon realizes, oh, I can go in this house. Well, and cool. It is this young-faced man with, like, spiky, dirty blonde hair, and his name is Henry.
This is Henry.
This is all you're going to see of Henry.
This is his only episode. And all I could think of when we'd have Henry scenes is, dude looks like the Miz.
He kind of does look like the Miz.
He isn't the Miz, but he looks like the Miz.
This is what the Miz would have been doing if he didn't, like, try to get into wrestling.
Yeah, this would be it. He'd be Mike Mizanin, and he'd be in supporting. He'd be in.
He'd be in a CW young adult show.
God.
I feel like I was gonna say I feel like he could swing for that, and they'd be like special star, the real world's Mike Mizanin.
The Miz.
The Miz.
God, you would be credited as Mike the Miz Mizanin.
More flashbacks. Stefan's back at the Salvatore house back in the olden days, and he hears his father talking with Jonathan Gilbert about how, like, you got to falsify how my sons died. They died in, like, the battle to protect the town.
They died in battle bravely. Instead of becoming fucking shameful losers.
Little pussy baby boys. Sympathizing with the vampires.
Little simps they are.
Simps. My sons wouldn't be simps. I'm not a simp.
Pathetic.
How pathetic. The vampire, like, the Gilbert's job is apparently to write the town's records. And also to falsify information related to the council.
If they feel like they don't want people knowing that about the council, like the fact that their sons are goddamn pussies.
My sons are fucking pussies. He's consistent in that fact.
I won't have it, Jonathan Gilbert. I won't.
I won't have my son. I'd rather have them be dead than pussies. I want them in the fucking ground, Gilbert. You hear me?
They fucking died like men.
They died like men. I don't know what is this Giuseppe thing we've come up with, but I think it's great.
This aggressively masculine weirdo.
He's weirdly masculine weirdo. Like, later on, when Stefan's, like, drinking his blood, and, like, he's fucking dying, and he puts on this face, like, ew, my son's kissing a man. Oh, yucky. Ugh.
Stop kissing a man, son.
Stop kissing a man, son. I didn't raise you like that. Oh. We cut back to Elena, and she's talking to Stefan again. It's like, the vervain wore off, so I could, like, run up and break your fucking neck right now. You leaning through that little bar door at the basement. And then she just opens the door and walks in, and Stefan's like, why are you coming in here? Are you stupid? And Elena's like, I'm stupid.
I could kill you. Stop. Get back. He gets real angry about it.
Yeah, he gets real angry. He tries to intimidate her into leaving, and she's like, no. And then he actually fucking screams at her, which is something that Robert Pattinson never did. He didn't fucking just, like, dad a shout.
Yeah.
He didn't dad a shout at fucking Kirsten Bell.
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart, sorry. Kristen Stewart, like, he was like, get away from me! Rah! I call it the dad yell when you're kind of grunting and yelling at the same time.
Who's Kirsten Bell now?
I don't know. My brain.
Okay, Kristen Bell was in Veronica Mars.
Get out of here, Veronica Mars.
Solve the mystery.
Solve the mystery. You're only one now. We're the only one now. You're the only one who knows.
Alright.
Random
Fuck were we?
Veronica Mars mystery.
That's fucking the Funhouse thing.
No, he just grabs her by the hands. He just grabs her by the shoulders and just yells the title of a Veronica Mars book at her or something.
Or the series, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Fucking Robert Pattinson never yelled at like Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, no. He was always so restrained and soft, and it just like no.
Yeah, just Elena's not backing off. Henry and Damon talk about like all the things that John Gilbert taught Henry how to do, like use a TV and a phone and Match.com.
Match.com.
Man, it's gonna be real sad about Henry, and like he might get a message on Match.com, and he's not gonna be able to respond because he dies.
He's dead. To be fair, he was probably using it to hook up with women and then kill them.
Yeah, he talked about how some of the Tomb Boys might be hunting after them because not all of them went to Pearl's house. Jonathan Gilbert calls on the phone, and like Damon takes the phone from him, and they're like, should we answer this? And behind his shoulder, sorry, I got heartburn. Behind his shoulder, Alaric shakes his head no. And then Henry sort of like gets suspicious. So he turns around and attacks Alaric Saltzman, but Damon kills him.
Yeah, they get him with like these like fucking like knuckles or something.
Yeah, he's got like these spiked brass knuckles.
Yeah, with stakes on the end, I guess.
I don't know what counts as a stake anymore.
I don't know. I guess it's just
John,
can kill him
after not getting the phone picked up, just talks to Pearl about the Gilbert Diaries and how John Gilbert said that before he died, he really loved Pearl, and then Pearl leans in like she's interested about this. And then he's like, just kidding, he fucking hated you.
Jonathan Gilbert hated you.
And he wanted to kill you again after he heard you die. And then she's like,
Pearl, like,
fuck you, Jonathan Gilbert, I'm leaving. By the way, I gave the stupid medallion thing to Damon, so whatever. Kiss my ass.
My ass, John Gilbert.
Kiss my ass, John Gilbert. Stefan has in the flashback, Stefan has entered the Salvatore home, and Giuseppe looks at him, and he's like, "Hey, now wait a goddamn minute! I fucking killed you! I killed you and Damon!" And he's like, "Wait, you killed me?" And he's like, "I'm gonna fucking do it again."
Breaks a fucking like thing over his knee.
breaks like a piece of wood over his knee, and he's gonna kill his son again because he was the one who shot both of them.
Oh my god.
Giuseppe Salvatore, the only man who killed both his sons twice. I want that on my fucking grave.
I'll kill you twice, you little bitch boys.
Yeah, I didn't raise two pussies. Get back in your grave.
You, I'd rather you be dead.
Get back in that grave, you whore. And Stefan's like trying to like diffuse, like, no, it's okay. I turned, but I want to die. I want to die, and I want to tell you that like I love you, and you know I'm not gonna become a vampire. I'm gonna die. I'm just saying goodbye. And he's like, yeah, because I'm gonna fucking kill you, you bitch. So after they fight, Stefan stabs him with his own like stake. And then, like, Giuseppe's on the floor, and, like, Stefan's got blood on him now, and he's like, oh, God, blood. Oh. And then as he licks his hands, Giuseppe's just like, ew. Oh,
my son, you're licking a man's blood. You're kissing a man.
He's dying, but he's too busy being disgusted by his own son to care about that.
Oh my god.
And he, like, Stefan fingers his wound hole again, and he's like, ew. This guy's amazing. I've never seen a man who hates his sons that much.
And you've seen fucking Heihachi Mishima.
I threw my son down a volcano because I want him to be better at karate.
I killed my sons twice because they're pussy ass bitches.
Pussy bitches. That's what you are. You should have cut my fucking throat while you're at it. Elena gives Stefan back his daylight ring, and he's just like, look, man, we could get over this together. You know, the human blood's gone. You know, we're all going to be okay. And he's not sure about that. Damon at Henry's house grabs Alaric a beer as the two of them search the house, and they don't really find any hints. So they shoot the shit, and Alaric just starts thinking about, like, actually, I kind of think that Isabel's an asshole.
I really feel like I should give up on this whole thing.
And it's like, yeah, when I was fucking your wife, that's what I thought too. And he's like, all right, I'm done talking about that. I'm gonna fuck this. I'm leaving. Isabel isn't worth it. And Damon's like, that's surprisingly healthy for a guy your age to just like drop this shit and go home.
After 2 years.
Yeah. They cut back to Anna going back to Pearl's place, and Pearl's packing up because she wants to ditch town because this place sucks. This place sucks, and they're on to her. And Anna's like, no, we can stay. We can stay. It's okay. And it's like, you're just here because you want to fuck Jeremy. And he's like, I want to have a life, Pearl. You know, as your daughter, I want to have like a fucking life. And she kind of like thinks about it. This is the only place you shouldn't be a vampire. Because this is the only place with a vampire council.
I mean, yeah, but they suck.
They're incompetent, except for John, I guess. But John's been reading the script, so I'm not counting that. John's been cheating. I don't qualify that. Elena talks to Damon as she comes home, or as he comes home, and they talk more about Stefan. And they're just like, I feel like, I feel like we should just let Stefan I think Stefan's getting better, and like we should just let this go. And he's like, I can't let this go, Elena. You have to watch this flashback.
Let's go to this flashback so you can understand what's happening here.
You haven't watched enough flashbacks, Elena. So, after killing his dad, Stefan goes back to like a really nervous and uncomfortable Damon. And he's just like, come on, man, you gotta drink some... I brought a lady. You know, I'm gonna sit her... I got a lady, I'm gonna bring her over, sit her down, and, you know, drink some blood. Good.
Drink her.
Come on, drink some blood. Do it. And he's like, I don't know. And then Stefan does just like, I can... It's so cool. I can move fast. I can hear stuff. I can use editing effects to teleport behind people. It's fucking rad.
Pain goes away.
The pain
I don't
goes
feel guilty about it anymore.
I could turn it off like a light switch, even though I'm not sure that's been invented yet.
Turn it off like a lantern.
And he's like, I don't know. And then, like, you know, Stefan, my body's exploding. With power.
Exploding with power.
And then, like, Stefan grabs Damon's head and they get, like, weirdly close.
And you know Giuseppe would not be okay with this.
I don't want my sons kissing, especially if they're fucking vampires. If you're gonna kiss, you need to be two men.
Two human men.
Two human men kissing. Not
women kissing women.
And each other.
But mainly women.
He bites He bites the lady's neck and then tries to tempt Damon with it. And I thought what he was gonna do was like he was gonna like put blood on his finger and stick it in his mouth for some reason.
It's getting real weird with it after what happened with his dad.
Damon, I think our dad has traumatized us. I feel like
done some shit to
I
us
feel like we're both really fucked up.
because of our shitty dad.
Damon eventually caves and drinks her blood. After kind of being like coerced into it.
Like Paul Wesley can play like the kind of like newly turning real excited kind of villain thing that they're going for.
I don't mind it.
But I don't know if Ian Somerhalder as like the innocent brother works nearly as well.
It doesn't work because he's too catty. He's so
too catty.
He's so sarcastic all the time. It's like that's the only thing he's good at. And I don't want to like insult his acting ability, but like when you got to type or it's like if that's your type, you know, that's what you're hired for.
Like we've gotten so used to like sarcastic, snarky Damon that this sort of sincere, kind of scared Damon
it feels fake off. Because he still has the same like he's got the same face work and he's still doing that shit with his eyebrows. His expressions aren't carrying it well enough. Yeah, you think he'd have like a more soft expression or just like mildly upset or confused, but no, he's just like he's doing that kind of like furrowed eyebrow thing that he does.
Yeah.
Elena's mad that Damon doesn't care about Stefan, even though he totally does. So Elena goes downstairs to check out Stefan, and the door's open. Ah, shit. But he took the ring with him. He left the ring.
He left it open. He left the ring, and they took it. He just took off. They didn't even bother to lock the fucking door when they left.
Why didn't you lock the door? That shitty bottle of water wasn't going... That bottle of blood water wasn't going anywhere.
A shitty water bottle full of blood.
Anna sneaks up on Jeremy while he's in, like, half asleep in bed, and she's like, haha, I'm gonna leave now.
I love you.
I love you, bye. And the song playing is like, my love's when we're in bed together.
Like lying in my lover's bed or something like that. It's just like, God, we're really getting...
It's very on the
nose. Love that on the nose shit.
Looks like I gotta leave because my vampire mom is telling me I gotta leave. So I gotta go say goodbye to my weird, kind of confusing boyfriend. So, Stefan wanders off to a lake. And then he just has, like, weird visions again.
He has another flashback.
Past Damon's just like, oh, you turned into me a vampire. I'm gonna make you miserable forever. Fuck you. Fuck you, Stefan.
Let's not forget that Emily Bennett declares that Stefan has transitioned.
Emily's just like, you've transitioned. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
But it's gonna be a curse for you, Stefan, because your heart is pure and I can feel it. And because your heart is pure, you're going to suffer. And you're going to suffer for all of your unlife. And then he just keeps looking around at stuff until Elena shows up with her shitty water bottle of blood.
And the ring.
And the ring. And Stefan's like, let me die, Elena. This was the choice I should have made. Instead of licking my dad's weird wound while he was going ew at me. But she didn't.
But she did. She actually says, "But you didn't."
Yeah.
At some point during this, like, kind of thing about like, yeah, you did things that hurt people, but you shouldn't just give up and kill yourself. Live with the pain, and be a better. And you can be a better person.
He resisted first, but he comes around, and he puts the ring back on because he was gonna let the sun kill him, and then they go kiss and make up. Pearl and Harper are getting their shit and leaving because this place sucks. But she just, like, goes to the door because someone knocks and gets stabbed in the chest.
She just gets shot in the chest with a stake.
Yes.
Just goes down.
Stefan is back home, and Damon's just sitting there being catty, and Stefan's like, thank you. And he's like, I don't know what I did. Stop brooding so fucking much. I hate you.
Stop being so broody.
I hate you.
I hate you. I've been ruining your life because I'm mad that you got turned as well.
You got also vampired, and it should have been me.
Not you. It's like, you also got turned. Yeah, but only me.
Only me. I want you dead.
I wanted you to die back in the.
And it's just like, yeah, but Catherine hates both of us, and it's like, shut up. Anna finds Pearl and super dead, and she's like, no, Mom. I don't want you to.
And Harper's dead too.
I don't want you to die. I guess Harper's dead. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he got sick too.
Pearl's dead. Also Harper. Pearl. Like, go get some blood. I don't know.
Did it?
Whom did it? And then, like, John Gilbert is putting shit back in his trunk, and he totally killed them.
Is he gonna leave Anna alive? That seems like not a good idea. He knows Anna's there.
Yeah.
Or at least he knows that Anna's around.
Anna showed up after he killed her.
Yeah, but he knows that Anna's in town. He should be looking for her.
Yeah, I don't know. He saw her at the party.
Yeah.
Alaric Saltzman is sulking at the bar like he normally does. And then a female goes, Rick, hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Alaric's like, who the fuck calls me Rick? And then turns and, oh shit, it's his wife, Isabel. But spelled weird.
Well, okay.
And then it cuts to black.
And that's it. Okay, so now it's only at the end that this episode actually picks up for me, honestly. The Giuseppe stuff was fun, but otherwise...
It was fun, because this guy just does not give a fuck about his kids.
He shot his sons, both of them, and then tried to kill his son again when it turns out
you were both dead to me when I saw you fucking that whore. That vampire whore. And it's like, God, calm the fuck down.
Calm down, man.
Our songs were Marching On Timbo version by Timbaland with One Republic.
Oh, yeah, that was that era.
When Timbaland took over One Republic and, like, and got the rights to their song because no one gave a fuck about One Republic.
Yeah, that was, like, the early days of One Republic where they were just kind of, like, under Timbaland. And that was about
they were
it.
like an indie band, and then Timbaland picked them up for a little while, and then like went back.
Yeah, and then they, yeah.
Then we got Click by Little Boots, and the thing that is clicking is Little Boots, of course.
Yes.
Those little boots be a clicking, though. Then we got In Line by Robert Scoro. I don't know who that is. We'll be
thinking I know Jamie McDonald.
I'll be thinking of you by Jamie McDonald.
Nope.
Sun for the Waiting by Aaron Wright.
Is it Sun or Song for the Waiting?
Sun?
Because I feel like the captions on the episode said Song, but
that's not what it says on the wiki.
Yeah.
And Will Be a Dream by We the Kings.
This was, apart from the One Republic song, this is just mostly, like, just deep cuts for this show.
I guess it was mainly, like, singer-songwriter, and I don't know shit about singer-songwriter songs.
Especially not in the 2010s.
No.
No one was paying attention to singer-songwriters at that point.
Well, we'll try and get another episode out next week if we don't forget.
Yeah, hopefully we won't forget. Or, shit, fucking next week's Thanksgiving.
Maybe we can make it to Christmas.
Maybe we can make it to Christmas. We'll see. This episode was boring.
A little bit.
Like,
yeah, when the holidays roll around and I work customer service, it might be a little bit busier, but we'll still try and get episodes out when we can. Keep in mind, we are making pennies on this podcast, so it's probably going to be a while before we can make enough to be like, I can miss Tuesday, for an episode of These Hot Idiots.
Yeah.
But, you can watch this at pretty much anywhere you can get a podcast.
Find us on YouTube.
You can find it on YouTube when I upload it. We also have Tumblrs, Ashe Nightshade, MegaFighter343. I'm also on Twitter at These Hot Idiots.
Though, really, why bother being on Twitter these days?
Well, I don't know. I was trying to get the name out more.
Yeah.
And, we'll see you next week. And, just like Giuseppe Salvatore says, don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
I hate my
Here's
son.
hoping the next episode's better.
I hate my son. Well, we're 2 episodes from the finale.
Yeah.
I think it's 22 episodes.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is like second to last episode next, isn't it?
I guess Isabel's back. That changes some things, maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't really think she was going to come back. But I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, bye.
Well, bye.
Okay, we're done.
Ellie's cold, dead.
Ellie's cold, dead.